What's up, YouTube? So I'm trying something a little different here. I've never used YouTube Studio really at all. I just never cared. I never cared about the analytics in my videos. I didn't care about any of that. I really don't. I should though, because my point, my goal, the point of my channel is to spread awareness, to bring awareness of the truth to people. Believe me, I try my hardest to make sure that I don't bring disinformation to people. Everybody's human, and I try to reiterate that the information that I pass along, I'm not saying, it's true, it's not, whatever, but it's just information, Take it for however you want to take it. That's the whole point, okay? That way that we don't get caught up in this argument of I'm a liar or I'm spreading disinformation. It's just information, okay? And information is helpful, whether it's the right information, the wrong information. Either way, it's necessary to discern the truth. So that's the point of my channel. And I should be paying attention and doing things to try to increase the amount of people that I reach, because I've seen now the difference how much of a difference one person can make. It sounds corny, but one person can make a hell of a difference. But let's check this out. I haven't even looked at this. This was the first page. It was just kind of a recap and see how I did in the month of October, and so I figured I'd make a video out of it. So it's funny, it shows the the thumbnail there. That's my brother. But it says I put up, I guess I did 17 videos and 2 posts. I passed 300 subscribers. I know that's like nothing. Some people would laugh at that, right? But that's without trying. That's without even trying. I'm not trying to get a bunch of people to subscribe. I'm just trying to pass informative, good information along. And that's one thing I can say about my subscribers. They're, as far as I know, there are people that were just interested in what I had to say next, I believe, and that's why they subscribed. Whether they hate me, like me, doesn't matter. The point is they were interested in what I had to say next. And you can't deny it. Even if you're part of the Fireman Super Secret Boy Band and you can't stand me, you still click that subscribe button. You wanted to hear what I had to say next. And that's the point. Whether it doesn't matter if you get mad at the information or if you don't like what I have to say. What's important is that you hear it. That's important, because that's how we form solutions to problems. We don't divide, we don't separate and isolate. We come together, we talk about shit, and we all get on the same page. The power is with the people. Don't forget it. The power is with the people. So, people watched my channel 2.7 thousand times. October looks like it was a kind of a lower month, I guess, huh? September was the highest month I ever had. Most viewers were new to your channel. That's cool. So that's good to know. Most viewers. So that goes to show right there that well, no, it doesn't, does it? That shows that only 25% of my subscribers are returning to watch my videos. But there's 75% more that are watching them, right? So, it's getting out there. One way or another. I haven't even begun to think about the algorithms, any of that shit. Fuck that, because I still kind of, I'm kind of anti-social media. I'm kind of anti-establishment. So it's kind of a conflict of interest in itself. Just even celebrating any of this, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's see, they watched mostly recent uploads. Yeah. But I noticed. There was somebody watching a bunch of my older videos, going back and watching my older videos. because they sure made a point to comment on almost every fucking older video I have. People didn't just watch, they reached out. 112 likes, 26 shares, 116 comments. So that's cool. I like to see. That's awesome. 26 shares. 17 videos, and that means I had 26 shares. I had more shares than I had videos. That's to me, that's a success. Get more consistent viewership with evergreen content. What the hell's evergreen content? Choose topics to stay relevant, explore evergreen formats, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. My point of my channel is to stay on topic here. The topic is already established. We're not changing the topic to gain viewers. The topic is what it is. Stay tuned for more, whether you're planning, creating, or resting. Have a good month. Yeah, I'd say it was kind of useful. I don't know. There's all kinds of analytics in here, though, isn't there? I haven't really looked at it, but... Okay, there's a weekly recap. Let's see what the weekly recap says. Here's what you got up to last week. One video? One video? What do you mean? I just fucking posted 4 videos a couple days ago. That doesn't make any sense. October 23rd to the 29th. It says 1 video. That doesn't make sense. Now, I did post the 3 or 4 videos, right around midnight there. And it would have been October... Oh, you know what? I bet you the other 3 showed up on October 30th. Okay. So that'll be next week's. 132 people tuned into you. Oh, look, it shows their faces and everything. That's cool. Like I said, I've never fucking even looked at this shit. Here's how many people found you, or how people found me. The number one method was channel pages. So, thank you, Will, TI News. I know he's got me on his channel there. Thank you. YouTube search. Wow. So that means people searched me. Or searched a topic and found me. And then up next is number 3. This is what they watched. Jesse Ventura. Will Nerve ever shut his pie hole? And the 300 subs video. People didn't just watch, they reached out. 10 likes, 4 shares, and 17 comments. I'd say that's pretty good for 1 video, right? Right? In a week, I put 1 video on it that week. That whole week, I only had 1 video. And it was at the very end, I guess the final hour of that week. Let's play a game. What's the second most popular location your viewers are watching from? The second most popular location. I'm going to call it Canada. Yep, look at that. 0% views were from here in the last 90 days. Your most popular... So that means everybody that watched my shit was from US. Everybody. Really? Not a single viewer from another country? Check back next week. Whether you're planning, creating, or resting, have a good week. That's interesting, though. Okay, and we just looked at this one, right? Yeah, we looked at that one, okay. So what else we got here? Watch time, up 145. Or 145, 5.2 more than usual. Watch time hours. That's good. 18 subscribers. And that's average, I guess. I'm averaging, what, 18 subscribers a month? Or is that per week? No, that's got to be a month. Lola, come on. Lola, my dog is jumping on my lap, and she's like as big as a horse. Lola, what are you doing? Top content was really the Jesse Ventura video. Was my top content. Huh. Oh, the Alice video, the many faces of Alice Dark. That got a good bit, huh? And then I hate to say it, but the fucking Nerve Gorilla videos, real time. So, what's that? The number one is that 51? Is that what that number is? 51? No, look, come on, you're huge. That's my audience content. That's top videos. Okay, real time. What is real time? Oh, in the last 48 hours. 255 views, and the top videos would be my brother violating his PFA. I mean, hey. I hate to say it, but people committing crimes, video of people committing crimes on YouTube does seem to get a lot of views, doesn't it? You know what would get more views? A video of the arrest, if they actually arrested him. I'm still waiting for somebody to turn him in. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I don't have it in me to report him. But what he's doing is alarming, and I do feel like he needs to be reported. And that judge told him that he's not to drive past my dad's for any reason. He doesn't have to. He can go either direction and avoid my dad's. He does it every day. I mean, every day. Just because I just posted that one video, that's the first time I caught video evidence of it. But anytime I'm up there, if I go to my dad's, he drives past just when I'm outside. Like, how does he know when I'm up there and outside? Or is he actually driving past way, way more than that? And that's why I just see him every time I'm up there outside in the driveway. He drives past. No, because he's a gang stalker, so that's the whole point. He knows when I'm up there. They have the ability to see what we're doing all the time. That's their advantage. That's how they can drive past right when you walk out your door, and that's how they can do this shit. And it's not schizophrenia, and these people are fucking sick. And what's going to get them to quit is exposing them to the public, because they care what people think more than anybody. So, if they really care what people think so much, and they care about their public perception, whenever they realize that they can't even go out in public because of the shame, because they're so ashamed of themselves that they can't even show their face in public, because they know that everybody in public knows what they do, knows how sick they are and shit like that. That is going to get them to stop. That, I believe, that is the number one way we get this to end. Awareness. Expose them, spread awareness. If something happens and they end up taking accountability or having to face accountability, being held accountable for their actions, that'll be a bonus, whatever. That'll be up to law enforcement. That'll be up to, the system we have in place. But I won't, it's not my prerogative to make sure they suffer, because then you're no better than the perps. If you get satisfaction out of your perps suffering for what they did, what's that make you? Seriously, what does that make you? Because that's why they do what they do to you. Because they feel like you wronged them in some way, or they feel like, So, when they're wronging you, if you end up like wishing bad upon them, or you get satisfaction out of the spite and satisfaction when karma comes for them, you got to look yourself in the mirror and realize that's exactly what, you're no better than them. That's another thing. The only way we rise above this and we end this shit is to exactly what I said, rise above it. If you feel that that your perps are beneath you and you're better than that, then act better than that. Don't wish bad upon your perps. Don't be the perp. You know what I mean? We gotta show them a better way. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind, right? It's just common sense. The reason that it's gotten so bad is because everybody wants to retaliate against each other, right? And I don't know what causes that, what outside force is propagating that and perpetuating that need to, to come against somebody, but it's only serving somebody else. Divide and conquer. It's serving other people's higher agendas. And then we end up being the pawns in their little fucking game. So we're all much more similar and much more alike than you might think. And like I said, the power is with the people. The power is with the people. I just caught that actually. I just paused it. I was watching the Roseanne Barr podcast. It just came out 3 hours ago, and just coincidence would have it that her guest on her 21st podcast, this is episode 21 today, is Cathy O'Brien. So this is, if you're not familiar with Cathy O'Brien, she's famous for being an MK Ultra survivor. She's suffered more trauma than most of us can even imagine. And she's overcome it. She's persevered. She's come out on the other side way better. This is where I'm kind of getting these ideas from. She's, if somebody like that can go through that kind of torture and trauma and heal and overcome and still have a positive outlook and not be, spiteful and not have so much hate, then anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. There's no excuses. So I know, believe me, I know how bad, how much torture, how much fucking stress and anger and frustration that this whole thing has caused everybody. But you have to look at it and realize that you won't be happy when somebody has to suffer because of it. It won't make you happy. It won't make anybody happy. It's not going to solve anything. Not at all. It's only going to perpetuate the problem. It's only going to make it worse, and we'll never find a solution. We'll never get to the end. But if you can surprise your perps and show them that you can, you can come out of this without hate and bitterness towards your perps, they're gonna strive to, they're gonna idolize you. They're gonna, you're gonna give them something to look up to what's the word I'm looking for? Something to aspire to. Set the example. Because if they are jealous or envious of you, well, then set the example. And they'll follow. They're followers. That's what they do. TIs are leaders. Well, I don't care if anybody wants to laugh or deny it. TIs are the leaders. Think about it. Who's following who, perps? Who's controlling who, perps? You guys base your fucking movements and your actions on what my decisions, what I decide to do, determines your fucking day. You like to think that you choose to do this, right? Yeah, right. It's clear. I think it's clear to anybody who the ones that are being controlled is, And in that sense, that's why I can't help but feel bad for the person.